It's time for Action News, and here's your host of Action News, Mad Hatter Patrick. Greetings everyone, this is Mad Hatter Patrick, and I'll be your host for today's episode since Dynamite Walking is fighting the flu this weekend, and let me tell you, she's giving that menace the total KO. And speaking of KO, we got some big news to show, including Ruby Roo becoming the new mascot for Point Headquarters, and to ask the simple question, is Laser Blast, Professor Venomous, and Shadowy Figure the same person? But we're not going to talk about those topics, we got a review to do. Take it away, Patrick! Thanks, Patrick. And for today's review, we're going to look over a rare gem that aired in 2017, not a movie like Coco and the Lego Batman movie, or a video game like Cuphead and Bendy and the Ink Machine. I'm talking about an anime series that aired on Cartoon Network. So, let's watch. This is an anime series I wanted to talk about in hopes that this would later catch on. The show began as a pilot in 2013 known as Lakewood Plaza Turbo, but 4 years later, it finally got greenlit on Cartoon Network and has the Steven Universe writer Ian Joan Cordy to work on the cartoon. In an attempt to make this original show a household name, they would upload shorts and even make video games out of it. Is everything that it's trying to market is promising? Well, I'm gonna find out. Welcome to another episode of the Winter Reviews. Let's start the show! This is OKKO, Let's Be Heroes. I would like to describe this cartoon as a hero comedy, where even though this is a cartoon where everything is inhabited by heroes and villains, it can still have some silly shenanigans. But there is actually more to it than that. A boy named KO is working at Mr. Gar's bodega in order to become a hero. He has to clean up the store, help his friends both old and new, and fight off some evil robots to protect the plaza. On paper, this sounds pretty standard where heroes go to a plaza and this is a show that's anything but serious. But that is not the case. The one advantage that this show has is that it gives out a lot of depth and charm that went into these characters. And it's not just KO, but also Enid, Rad, Carol, Mr. Gar, Dindy, and more, and it just adds in what makes these characters memorable and well developed. The best example I can give out is the relationship between Mr. Gar and Carol, where they used to be partners at Point Headquarters, but an incident involving a sandwich causes them to quit the team. With episodes like Face Your Fears, Glory Days, and Let's Take a Moment, they give out some hints about what happened during that incident. Speaking of which, the relationship between KO and the people around him is the heart of the series, where it can have some tender moments like I Am Dindy and KO's video channel. There are some episodes that fully explain each character's role in the plaza, like Legends of Mr. Gar, Latin Logic, and Action News. There is one episode that is different from the other episodes, and that is TKO, a half-hour episode where KO has a dark side, and he battles it inside his mind, and there is this mysterious villain that has some secrets that are yet to be discovered. Many consider this as one of the best episodes of Season 1. In fact, there is even some mature episodes like No More Power Cars and Back in Red Action where they didn't judge characters based on super myths and they can't escape their mistakes by running away from them. And then there's the humor of the show, which is actually really funny. There are times it can be juvenile, but most of the time you will get a laugh out of it, and it does give some of the characters a personality.
Welcome to Gar's, how may...
You want to come?
Yes.
Oh! Okay!
So, in other words, the show does succeed as a hero comedy. If there would be criticism in the first season, it would have to be it can feel a little bit fast-paced, because this may vary to some people. There might be episodes that could be a little too weird. I mean, these episodes are enjoyable, but they can either be confusing like We've Got Fleas or Rad like Robots, enjoyably dumb like The Power Is Yours, and yes, they had a crossover with Captain Planet, or ask yourself, what did I just watch? Like in We Got Hacked and Let's Not Be Skeletons. It's really a funny and action-packed series, and that's what makes it enjoyable. There are so many things to describe these characters because there's like a ton of them. But believe it or not, the show managed to make them memorable. Let's start off with the main character of the series, K.O. He's a naive boy that has big dreams on becoming a hero, but what makes him likable is his childlike innocence, which shows that he's just a kid. And even when he acts all silly, he is determined to level up on becoming a hero. For his friends, there's Enid, who likes to slack off, but she does show she cares about K.O. and has some impressive ninja skills. Rat is the tough alien that is afraid to show his soft and vulnerable side. While he is a likable character, my biggest flaw with him is that he can get repetitively stubborn on his central episodes like Do You Have Any More in the Bag and Plaza Prom. Dendy is the computer genius that goes to the same school as K.O., who studies him on his heroism, but soon became K.O.'s friend and usually helps him and the other deal with any dire situations. There's also Mr. Gar, the owner of the bodega and the entire plaza. He may seem tough with his big muscles and tough attitude, but the show reveals that he has a secret past involving K.O.'s mom, Kiro, which he's not proud of. And as the series progresses, it will go deep into his past and explains why he's afraid of even talking to Carol. And then there's Lord Boxman, the villain from next door that wants to destroy the plaza because, get this, he hates friendship.
Friendship lowers our graphs! Besides, it's just plain disgusting.
Yeah, he may be a bit goofy, but he's about as entertaining as the Ice King from Adventure Time, on top of a fun performance by Jim Cummings. For the rest of the characters, they may be regular visitors around the plaza, but they have a likability and development that reveals who they are. These include characters like Dynamite Watkins, Real Magic Skeleton, Brandon, Daryl, Shannon, Mr. Logic, Shadowy Figure, and so much more. Despite being a huge cast of heroes and villains, you will remember them based on their charm and ingenuity. As a show that was written by the same guy who wrote some of the Steven Universe episodes, the animation is really nice to look at. For the character designs, all of these characters have a unique style and characteristic that fits into the theme of heroes. Some are anthropomorphic like Brandon, Rippy Roo, and Potato, cartoony like Rad, Real Magic Skeleton, and Daryl, anime like Red Action and KO, or at times dark and serious like Shadowy Figure. However, I do have two issues with the designs. Not big criticisms, but there are a few facial expressions that are a little disturbing, and there are times when the design shrink down to Chibli size, kinda like Ruby Chibli. For the character animation, they fully explain what they can do. This is where the animators show a lot of creativity in the action scenes. They all show what each of these characters can do whenever they use their powers or special weapons, and usually throw in some Looney Tunes slapstick.
And now you're really gonna get it!
The visuals can also get creative whenever the characters clean the plaza or when they perform a musical number. For the backgrounds, while the plaza is really nice to look at, Lakewood Plaza Turbo is just an ordinary plaza. The only backgrounds that have more variety are the ones outside of the plaza, like the Boxmore Factory, the Glorp Temple, or Dendy's Laboratory. But the one element I was surprised to see is the use of computer animation, and they blend really well into 2D animation with the vehicles and even the deadly virus from We Got Hacked. With all the character designs and great action scenes, the animation gives out a lot of imagination. And that is how the show ended up getting renewed for a second season. OK KO Let's Be Heroes is the best Cartoon Network original in a long time. The humor is hilarious, the writing is well crafted, the characters are well developed and memorable, and the animation is amazing. I highly recommend you go check this show out. And this goes for Adventure Time and Steven Universe fans, and even those who enjoy hero comedies like Freakazoid and The Tick. Well, I've been thinking about this for a while, but I have decided to level up this series by giving it the Diploma of Destiny for its hard work. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to buy a collection of PAL cards and some lightning nachos. Thank you for watching my video. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe me to share your thoughts. And stay tuned every week for a new review and other project. See you soon.